Hello everybody, this is Jurassic Adventures, and in today's video we'll be customizing a brand new figure, and this is the Hammond Collection Parasaurolophus. There hasn't been many good Mattel Parasaurolophus that aren't rare to get a hold of to do customs on, so I haven't been able to do very many customs at all, so I'm really glad that we finally have a nice available figure, and this one with all the articulation and detail is a perfect candidate for a repaint. And this repaint we're going to do is actually the Jurassic Park Parasaurolophus seen in the back of the lake scene. So without further ado, let's get this figure unboxed and let's prep it up for repainting. Now that we have this figure out of the box, what we're going to do is take the X-Acto knife and we are going to start cutting down joints and making little passages so that we can successfully move all the joints when this thing is finished without all the paint scraping off. We just got to get a little bit of clearance for all that paint. Now that all the prep work on the Parasaurolophus is done, we're going to prime it in some gray primer. So now that we have the main body all primed up in gray, we're going to move into the tail. And the tail is this rubbery, flexible material. And what tends to happen with normal paints is they tend to chip off over time. They sort of crack and then they just fall off. And then you don't want that for your custom. So what I recommend doing is using some paint like this Angelus paint. And this is leather paint, and what it will do is it will give it a really nice flexible surface because it's meant to flex with that leather, and it will allow it so that none of your paint cracks off. I have everything on the Parasaurolophus primed now, and I attached the tail. Some people would choose not to do that just because they think it's easier, but personally I like to have everything continuous and be able to work on the whole model at once and not separate components, so I like to have everything nice and assembled. But now we can get into painting. So now that we have the underbelly of the Parasaurolophus sort of dry brushed in this medium gray type color, it has a little bit of green in it, we are going to go over the top of the body with a little bit of this sort of desert yellow type color, and then after that we'll start building up some green tones. Now that the green is done, we are going to move into a gray color, and it is like sort of this dark bluish gray, and we are going to do this part of the body, and then there's even some striping and patterning that goes up there, and that's why I haven't really painted this entire thing green, is because it's almost half gray. So now that we have all of this pink done, and also the gray done, we are going to move into some darker gray patterning. I did paint the crest a bit, and that's just in some dark brown, but now we are going to really bring out that pattern. So now that we are done with the dark gray patterning, this thing is almost done. All we have to do is all those little brush details, which includes the claws, the inside of the mouth, and then the eye. And that, guys, is it for this repaint. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. This is Jurassic Adventures, and I'll see you in the next video.